There were more dead bodies on this serial killer's farm than during the 9/11 tragedy. They found over 10,000 human bones on Fox Hollow Farm. People call this killer the Dahmer you've never heard of. They say his house was like Gacy's basement. This is Herb Baumeister, and he seems like a really regular, normal guy. His multi-million-dollar estate was located in Westfield, Indiana. And he would go out and he would target gay men from bars, and he'd maintain this like double life while he was doing it. He allegedly burned the remains of his victims in his backyard estate. Also believed that he had like a murder basement. He would also strangle his victims in the indoor pool area. And allegedly this basement was lined with like creepy mannequins dressed in formal wear. And he would be looking at it as his audience when he would end these people. Like he was like performing a show. People theorize that he forced his victims to participate in bizarre games before ending them. He was obsessed with control. And then when he was done, he would scatter their bones across the property. And many of the fragments were too tiny to actually be able to identify the person. They believe that he killed over 50 men, but only 11 victims have actually been able to be identified. When authorities closed in on him, he fled to Canada and ended his life. He left behind a chilling, disturbing note that had no mention of the murders. Fox Hollow Farm is rumored to be one of the most haunted places in America. Visitors have reported seeing shadowy figures, hearing whispers, even being touched. I mean, just look at this place. The filter makes it look so scary. People also believe that he was the I-70 strangler. He would just dump their bodies along the highways, which means that his body count might be even higher than we expect it to be. You should also look up this title and look at this picture if you want to get really freaked out. I can't show it on here. The crazy thing is his own son found the bones. His teenage son was just like walking around the property and discovered human skulls in the woods. And he told his mother and she dismissed it. And then years later, all this stuff about his dad happened. And people also suspect that the wife knew more than what she let on. She never faced charges, but like to this day, they are still discovering remains on that property. How could she have had no idea? Like if he ended at least 50 people's lives, there are 52 weeks in a year. How discreet could he have been? This is the Hulu documentary. Come over here for longer freaky videos.